Do like the Keanu Reeves Revan movie that everyone's dying for. Do something like that. Quote, we need less male-centric Star Wars. God, bro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping in to some interesting, unexpected, not so great news depending on how you view the show. Basically, we're going to be talking about and reading an article about potential season 2 for the Obi Wan show. Yes, the Obi Wan show, the show that I think is by far the worst production that Disney has created, and for a number of reasons. But let's jump right into the article today on CBR. The article is titled, After Ahsoka, another Star Wars show on Disney Plus is reportedly moving forward with a second season. Ahsoka may no longer be the only recent live-action Star Wars series to receive a second season. A new rumor claims that Lucasfilm is in development on another season of Obi Wan. It's crazy. According to Daniel Richman, by The Direct, Obi Wan Kenobi Season 2 is now in development at Lucasfilm. Unfortunately, the scooper did not indicate when the second season might go into production or to be released in Disney Plus, originally envisioned as a solo film. Actually, I think at some point it was also even going to be a trilogy. Obi Wan Kenobi was redeveloped into a limited series following the financial failure of Solo: A Star Wars Story, which is pretty crazy because Solo was actually not too bad of a movie. The problem with Solo was that Solo was superseded by The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, whether you like it or you don't, one thing is true. It's the most divisive Star Wars project ever released. I would say The Acolyte's number one, but The Acolyte is just not even good. So it's not even divisive on quality. It's just a bad show, right? But The Last Jedi has ups and downs. It has new things and old things, and it has controversy. It was so intense it split the fandom in half. The physical media release of Obi Wan Kenobi, labeling it as the complete series as opposed to Season 1, it's clear that Lucasfilm initially had no intention of continuing the Disney Plus show despite fan interest. That a decade after the Jedi Order was purged during the events of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the first season of Obi Wan Kenobi follows the titled Jedi Master as he emerges from hiding to rescue the kidnapped Princess Leia from the Galactic Empire's Inquisitors, which brings him into conflict with his former apprentice Darth Vader. Ewan McGregor reprises his role from the Star Wars prequel trilogy as Obi Wan Kenobi, with Joel Edgerton, Bonnie P.S., Jimmy Smits, Ian McDiarmid, Anthony Daniels, Liam Neeson, and Hayden Christensen also returning as Owen Lars, Beru Lars, Bail Organa, Emperor Palpatine, C-3PO, Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, respectively. So they did bring back a lot of notable people, but my biggest problem with the Obi-Wan show was the fact that it's titled The Obi-Wan Show. It was supposed to kind of be like a big thank you for all the stuff that the fandom put Ewan and Hayden through, and Ahmed Best as well, and Liam Neeson, all these guys that received this harsh, crazy criticism from being a part of the prequels. And instead, they title the show Obi Wan Kenobi. Half the show's not even about Obi-Wan. It's about Reva, this random character that decided to interject there. I mean, she wasn't even an Inquisitor in Rebels. She was poorly written. She comes in, she knows about Luke Skywalker. It kind of messes up the canon. She gets stabbed in the stomach twice as a child, as an adult. It makes Vader look foolish that he can't kill this little kid, this little Inquisitor that's supposed to be his puppet. That chase scene with Leia, I mean, the shaky camera, it looked like they filmed it on like a really crappy green screen. Gave it a low budget. I mean, the list goes on and on. They could have taken the show so many different places. They could have put so much more money into it, or at least focus a little bit more on quality between the story and how it looked. And I was always someone who thought that Darth Vader and Obi-Wan should never meet again after Revenge of the Sith until A New Hope. I think it messes with George's original movie. I think it messes with the original timeline, the original story. I think it breaks canon, even though, yes, there are implications, there are some lines here and there. But I think like the mystique and the intrigue is the fact that they don't see each other from Revenge of the Sith for years. And the next time Obi-Wan sees his best friend, he's in a suit of armor, not himself. It's more jarring. Obi-Wan's an older man. It's so much more impact. But they have to do stupid meeting, this random duel that really holds no weight other than to show that, I mean, what, Darth Vader is still Darth Vader? I don't really think Obi-Wan, even though he loves Anakin, I don't think he's kind of like, oh, I'm going to save this guy who killed all these kids. Yeah, I can totally redeem this dude. Like, Obi-Wan's not thinking that. Obi-Wan's thinking, how do I guard Luke? how do I rekindle the Jedi Order with the son of the guy who did all these terrible things, right? Anyway, totally long rant. Those are kind of like my thoughts in a nutshell of the show. I know I threw a lot of things at you guys, but that's just how I feel about it. I think it's the worst show Disney has made by far. And the fact that they're going to do a season 2 is crazy. What's the story going to be? Are Darth Vader and Obi Wan going to meet again? Is Reva going to get stabbed a third time? Will Leia run faster? I mean, it's just, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But anyway, let's continue with the article. Ewan McGregor has ideas for Obi-Wan Season 2. Look, I love Ewan. I think he's a producer in the show. I understand you want to get paid, but if you're going to do something with Star Wars and you want to be in it, this ain't it, Chief. The show ain't it. This show was freaking terrible. McGregor has repeatedly expressed interest in returning to the role of Obi Wan Kenobi since before the limited series even premiered on Disney+. His most recent comments on the possibility of a second season came near the end of 24, with McGregor stating, quote, "I really do hope we get a chance to do another one. Between where we ended off in the series and when Alec Guinness comes on screen with Luke Skywalker, I think there's another few stories to tell in there. See, maybe a cameo in another show. I don't see it. I don't need to explore the mystique of this character. When Obi-Wan appears in episode 4, he's kind of like this mystical, desert wanderer. There's no need to give that more context. It ruins the mysticism. Imagine if we uncovered Yoda's origins. It would just destroy the mystique of the character. There's nothing significant that you need to tell in this time period, in my opinion, as it relates to Obi Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. I just can't trust them, especially after what they did with Reva, and that Reva knows that Luke is there. I think the show would have been better if Obi-Wan had the conviction and the balls to kill Reva on the spot there. That would have saved the show a little bit for me. But they didn't take that shot. They leave her alive. I just don't know what you do with the show after that. I don't know what you do. So Reva's just wandering around knowing the bigger secret in the galaxy. She knows the family secret that no one else knows. The actor also shared that he wouldn't mind getting a chance to wear that Clone Wars armor, marking at Comic-Con Los Angeles 24. I think that would be something I would enjoy. But maybe this is a hint at the cameos in Ahsoka Season 2. There have been hints that there are going to be some significant cameos. Maybe this is just a teaser, kind of like a misdirection, and I really hope it is. Although not Obi-Wan Kenobi-centric, Vivian Lear Blair, who portrayed the young Princess Leia in the limited time series, recently shared her idea on how Lucasfilm could return to the period between the prequels and the original trilogies, by way of a teenage Leia series. Bro, I'm telling you, that's not even on my top 50 what I would want to do in Star Wars. Again, I don't need a teenage Leia series. It's do I need a teenage Padme series? I don't think we need that. I don't think we need to flesh out all these stories. I really don't. Now, a cool backstory to explore would be a Shin Hati or Baylan Skoll. Those would be cool stories to explore. They have intrigue. Teenage Leia doesn't have intrigue to me. Does she go on more missions with Obi-Wan? She forgets, what's the story there? I don't know. I just don't need that. Do the Keanu Reeves Revan movie that everyone's dying for. Do something like that. Quote, "We need less male-centric Star Wars." God, bro. We need more women because we need a strong female Star Wars universe. I love that, so I think it would actually be really fun. She mentioned April 25. Bro, have you not seen the sequels? The sequels are about Rey. I don't want to wade into this whole topic of male-centric, female-centric, but we're just missing the mark here. It shouldn't be about male or female or somewhere in between. It should just be about making a good Star Wars movie, I hope that's what we can do here, and I don't think that's what Obi Wan Kenobi is. But I mean, hey, more power to her, man. You're entitled to believe what you believe in. It's a free country. I support it. I think she actually did a pretty great job, so more power to her. I'm sorry if my critique came off as a little harsh. Something almost like the Summer I Turned Pretty, XO, Kitty-esque show where it's almost a high school romance kind of show, but with Leia on the Junior Senate. See, that could be interesting if you do something in the Junior Senate, I guess. But again, it's how far is Disney willing to go? I don't think you could do an Andor-esque show with a Junior Senate teenage Leia. I think it would be difficult to execute with proper writing, but it could be really fun to do something like that and really bring in more of that type of audience continue Blair. All Star Wars movies and series, including Obi Wan Kenobi, are available to stream on Disney+. I just don't think in Obi Wan Kenobi Season 2, I don't think it really works. I don't think there's a need for it. I think they botched the first season. I think the first season had some bright spots here and there. Ewan's performance was very cool. The Obi-Wan and Anakin flashback in the temple was very cool. but I just don't really think you can do a season 2 when the season 1 was so poor. You know, Andor season 1 was like, you could argue that it was a little boring, but it was still very good television. Obi Wan Kenobi season 1 is not good television. It's awful. I mean, I think it's worse than The Acolyte, because where The Acolyte's bad, like no one really takes it that seriously because it's kind of outside the canon. It's in its own little realm of the High Republic. No one's really going like, oh my god, they messed up the High Republic canon. Like no one's saying that, right? But when you do stuff like the whole Reva Luke thing, the whole thing where Vader's stabbing her over and over, you know, the whole thing where Leia meets Obi-Wan before as a little kid and all of a sudden she forgets who he is, and that chase scene, and again, all the things I harped on before, I just think there's no coming back from that. I think you had your chance and then you kind of blew it. I think you put this baby to bed. I think you focus on bigger things, maybe some cool live action cameos, you know, maybe, you know, a cool, who knows, maybe the teenage Leia series worked. Maybe I was too harsh on that. But Obi-Wan season 2 should not happen. And if it does, we are officially cooked. We are freaking cooked, guys. So sound off in the comments below, guys, and let me know what you think of a potential Obi-Wan season 2. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What did you think of season 1? And what do you think are the best and worst productions out of Star Wars during the Disney tenure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also, don't forget, we have a new communities page. Definitely go check it out. It'll be a cool place where you can actually make your own threads and invite other people, other subscribers to the channel to talk as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, may the Force be with you always. I'll catch you later, guys.